Title: My diabolical boss tried to ruin my career and almost succeeded. I've been sitting on this story for a while, but I think it's time to share it. This happened about 2 years ago, and it was one of the most stressful periods of my life. For context, I was working as a mid-level manager at a mid-sized company in a fairly niche industry. My boss, whom I'll call Mr. Smith, was new to the company and came with an impressive resume. However, it quickly became apparent that he had a very toxic, almost diabolical side to him. It started with small things, disregarding my input in meetings, taking credit for my ideas, and creating unnecessary pressure to meet unrealistic deadlines. I chalked it up to the stress of his new role. But things took a dark turn when he began deliberately sabotaging my work. One day, I was preparing a major presentation for a key client. Mr. Smith was aware of how crucial this presentation was for both the client and my career. A day before the presentation, I received an urgent email from him. He demanded a quick update on the report I had been working on. I was puzzled because I had already sent him the latest version 2 days ago, but I complied and sent him the file. The next morning, during a final review, I noticed several key points and data were missing from the presentation. Panicked, I quickly checked the last version I had sent Mr. Smith and realized that it had been altered. Key sections were removed or changed to make the report look incomplete. It was clear someone had tampered with it, and Mr. Smith was the only person who had access. I confronted him directly, but he just played it cool, saying that he didn't know what I was talking about and implying that I might be losing focus. I managed to recover most of the lost data and deliver the presentation, but the damage was done. The client was unimpressed, and my reputation took a hit. It didn't end there. Mr. Smith started publicly criticizing my performance, making it seem like I was the cause of the company's issues. He would schedule surprise audits of my projects, often finding flaws that seemed to be blown out of proportion. It was a full-on campaign to discredit me. My work environment became so hostile that I started to look for another job. The stress was affecting my health and personal life, but the tipping point came when Mr. Smith began spreading false rumors about me to other departments, suggesting that I was trying to undermine his authority. He even planted false information in my performance reviews, which almost led to my termination. Desperate, I reached out to HR with evidence of Mr. Smith's sabotage and unethical behavior. I had screenshots of altered documents, records of unfair performance reviews, and witness accounts from colleagues who had seen his manipulative tactics. It was a long and grueling process, but HR took my claims seriously. After a thorough investigation, Mr. Smith was eventually removed from his position. The company offered me an apology and some compensation for the distress I had endured. I accepted a new role within the company, away from his toxic influence. It was a rough ride, but I'm glad I stood up for myself. The experience taught me the importance of keeping thorough records and trusting my instincts when something doesn't seem right. Now, I'm in a healthier work environment and have learned to be wary of anyone who seems too good to be true. So, to everyone out there dealing with a diabolical boss, document everything, trust your gut, and don't be afraid to take action when necessary. You're not alone, and sometimes the only way to win is to fight back with the truth.